everyone on the Games Matter channel. It's me, it's HEAD, back with another WWE another gaming show for you, gaming play. 2K showcase time again, ladies and gents. And you know what? I'm gonna go and do the one more match. I've already done it before, I've already tried it out before, so I'm gonna do it again for your viewing pleasure. That's right. It is features Christian, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, Randy Orton, Mark Henry, and various other matches and various other things as well. You probably have already seen it. I'm going to play it for you, commentate over it, and hopefully you will enjoy it. This is going on the Games Matter channel. Games Matter channel where games matters. My gaming channel, created by me, the Anthony Walker, the host of the Wrestling Matters podcast. So without further ado, excuse me, pardon my cough there, I'm going to get right into it. After being there God knows how many long with Christian, and he becomes TNA World Champion and NWA World Champion, but he was never WWE Champion. And this all started, like it said, with Edge's neck injury. So this is Alberto Del Rio, who is now known as Alberto El Patron, if you watch Ring of Honor and the indie wrestling like I do. He's now known as Alberto El Patron. He's coming to Ring of Honor in a couple of weeks on the television show, and he's just been doing indie work and working in Mexico and working all over the world since his unceremoniously sacking from WWE. But back then he was talking about his destiny, as you could say. These two, Edge and him, met at the WrestleMania this year, and it all led to this because Edge had to quit due to his neck injury. I mean, nothing's changed with Alberto now. He's still the guy who he is, except now he's more of a wrestler. He doesn't walk around, you know, doing all this now anymore. He's now more of a wrestler. Not that he wasn't a wrestler to begin with, but I wouldn't say he's improved. But that's another day for another issue for another day. You know, it makes no sense to me how this guy never got an opportunity to be world champion before he left the first time round to go to TNA. I mean, alright, there was the match he had with John Cena at one Vengeance one year, the triple threat match. You know, he just never got his right opportunity, and that's why he had to leave to go to TNA. And basically he went to TNA to prove that he could be a world champion. He beats Jeff Jarrett in his first big money match in TNA, becomes NWA world champion, and you know, and since then he came back, and WWE surely must have looked at that and thought, oh well, when his contract runs out, we'll bring him back and give him a shot. And quite rightly, he became world champion, and very much, you know, deserved to. I mean, I think he's went down the road now of injuries, like Edge. I mean, Edge left because of a broken neck, or an injured neck and everything. I think he's heading down that route as well of injuries. I don't know if it's a broken neck or hurt neck, I should say, but hopefully he can get back in the ring again and wrestle. I mean, I like Christian. I've always liked Christian. He's a wrestler. Christian Cage, as he was known in TNA, and to be honest with you, known throughout the world, but when he's in WWE, he has to be known as Christian. So, you work that out. Right, here we go.
Some people feel Christian is the most underrated superstar in WWE. Well, it's tough to deny that when
critically damaged Del Rio will do.
He exuded confidence. It's like he's poised and ready to be world champion. The first man to climb the ladder is the winner.
Kicks it up.
We are guaranteed to have a new world champion tonight.
Neck breaker there. Now where are them ladders at?
Remember,
I mean,
there are no countouts in this contest.
Why am I going over there? I'm so dumb.
Since ladder matches are no disqualification,
I don't even want to get into this.
I wonder if we'll see surprise guests, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that was my fault, that. It took too long. Get up.
I think as far as Christian goes, it's safe to say
Get me back in the ring. Yeah.
And for Del Rio, Ricardo Rodriguez and Brodus Clay could certainly make their presence felt. And you know what? Ladder matches are hectic enough. If anyone
That's the one.
in this, it's going to take this
Go into there. Get out of there. Let's get this ladder in. If I go quiet during this, guys, it's because I'm concentrating. So I apologize if I do.
And this is going to return to the ring.
Oh, for Pete's sake. One thing annoys me about this, about WWE games and this game in particular, is the reverse button. It's all about the timing on the reverse button, and it's very difficult to do at times. Sometimes it could work in your favour, sometimes it could be annoying, as I'm surely going to find out during playing this for you guys. Now, a little bit too high there on the dive there.
Before things get out of control. If Alberto Del Rio wins the World Heavyweight Championship, it will be his first title here in WWE. You know, Cole, when you think
DDT.
There we go. Del Rio accomplished before WWE, it's impressive.
Going up.
But now, to become the World Heavyweight Champion would be his most amazing.
Come on, come on, come on. Swing across.
Here we go. The title may be coming down right now. He's
a bit too early there. I haven't played on this for a while. I've got a little rusty there. I have no idea what was going on there, but hey.
He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Going up. There we go. Excellent.
Excellent move to get out. You got a feeling Christian's setting up Alberto Del Rio for something big. Well, you know, Cole, this is
kick him.
Put it all on the line
kick him.
For the opportunity to be the best in the business.
Oh, for Pete's sake, man.
Keeps this up. There's no way this match is going to go on much longer.
I'll have to pick a chair into the mix, because this is going to get frustrating. I can see it coming. It's going to get really frustrating. This is going to get really, really frustrating. There we go.
Oh, out of nowhere.
Neck breaker. I want to go and get a chair.
Again,
oh, something that's under here. Yeah, that'll do.
Right. If he finds an object under that ring, and now he's using the sledgehammer to
critically damage him.
Oh, sledgehammer the ribs. He may have broken his ribs. And I think it's obvious.
Work the ribs again.
Nothing to win here tonight. When you think about all
work the ribs
that have been decided in ladder matches, this one could have the most twists.
Going up.
King, the first ladder match in WWE for a major championship was
beautiful
versus Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10.
I'm prettier. Or kill switch.
Well, we just don't know how bad Alberto Del Rio is hurt, but I'll tell you this, he's in major trouble. Christian's been in WWE nearly 13
Take my time now to go around and get this ladder, because my energy, health thing, that pink bar at the bottom there is low.
And he gets back in the ring.
Get another shot in on Del Rio to stop him from trying to get any offense. And here's a cinematic.
How much more are you willing to pay to win this match?
Oh well, I thought it was a cinematic, but it's not.
This could be the difference maker. To the gut with a sledgehammer. Oh my, get the medics down here. Oh, good night.
Oh, for God's sakes, there we go. Oh, we ref, for God's sake, man. The AIDS is real.
Yeah, he can't take too many of those, Michael. Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
Gonna hit him with the ladder again. Ow!
Before this one's over.
I'm gonna hit him again. Get up, Alberto. Night, night, Alberto. I want to get that ladder again. He's knocked out. Lovely jubbly.
No disqualification.
And I'm going to go here.
Ladder.
I'm going to... And I've done that. There we go.
Critical part of the matchup now. Christian and Del Rio. Oh, Christian is just about getting, but look out. Oh, and a backstabber. Oh, by Alberto.
Oh, as Carlito used to call it, a backcracker. That's Carlito could have been cool to anyone who doesn't know. Can you get the belt? No. This is what I love about WWE games. These cinematics, man. These cinematics are awesome. Absolutely awesome. Can he reach it? And here's the edge part. Night night, Alberto. Right on, Ricardo. That's just great. And then going up. Easiest thing for me now to get the belt. The heavyweight championship of the world. And there we go. That's a wrap. He gets his title and gets his... After his 17-year journey in WWE, because WWE doesn't allow or credit TNA's title run, after his 17-year in WWE, his 17-year run, or his 17-year in and out of WWE, he finally becomes the world champion, thanks to his best mate, Edge. Best mate and former tag team partner too. Arguably WWE's greatest tag team ever, Edge and Christian. At least if that's what you believe from WWE.com. Christian, the world champion, raising the belt high. The heavyweight champion of the world. I don't know why they didn't use that belt, to be honest. But it is what it is. Christian, the world champion. Now, the clusterfuck about all this, guys, is they build this point up, and yeah, Christian got the belt because of Edge's thing, you know, next best bit to do it. That's what people will say. Kind of like the Rey Mysterio thing about it. Excuse my sneezing, excuse my coughing. Anyway, as you can see, as you will probably remember, the following week on SmackDown, he has to defend the belt against Randy Orton the same week. It's, you know, and completely ruins it. The greatest tag teams in WWE's history right there. I used to call them the WWE.com. And maybe the fans of WWE too. I'm not going to argue with it. Edge and Christian were very successful. This young man must be right now, and they're happy for Christian. Yes. The heavyweight championship of the world is Christian. Again, Christian, the new world heavyweight champion. At the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I can't remember what year this was, to be honest, but I think it's about 10, 11, 10, maybe 12. I might be wrong. Edge and Christian now the world champion. Now, we're going to go and do this. After many years of hard work, Christian finally achieved his lifelong dream to become heavyweight champion of the world, world champion. Only fitting that he was able to win it with his best friend and former tag team partner Edge at ringside. On the following SmackDown, though, Christian is pushed by the SmackDown GM into defending the World Heavyweight title against the Viper Randy Orton. This is where the bullshit trottery comes into play. Christian accepts the challenge, though, from Randy Orton, and the main event is set for SmackDown that same night. And guess I'm going to be Randy Orton in this one. Well, in this match anyway. Here we go. Randy Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer, the future world champion if you were talking about his Evolution days. I mean, considering what he used to be when he first came into Evolution, he was just a snot-nosed punk. That's all he was. A snot-nosed punk looking for a break. Second generation, third generation star. You know, he was just looking for a way. And now, the evolution of him coming from what he used to be to where he is now. If you would have told me he was going to be like this now, back when he was in Evolution, I mean, I'd have said you're out of your mind. Seriously. I mean, he's sicker than ever, and considering where he's turned into now, with his feud with Seth Rollins and the Authority, he's not the Authority's bitch anymore. He's the old Randy Orton, he's the Viper, he is the Legend Killer, he's the guy who doesn't give a flying fuck. He's the guy that will RKO you like that. That's why, hence the title RKO out of nowhere, if you watch them Vines, which were fucking awesome. I mean, this guy is truly the master of the RKO. That's why he's made the RKO so good. And Christian, the World Championship belt around his waist there. When he became heel during this, you know, during this feud, because later on he's going to turn heel in that. I don't see why I mean, this was his babyface song. They should have kept this song that he's got, Just Close Your Eyes. This version, his babyface song. And remember the old version he had when he was hanging around Tyson Tomko? When he had his Tomko and everything? That old version of Just Close Your Eyes? That should have been his heel theme. I would have made this one his babyface, the one he's got hit. And the one he had, you know, when he had Tyson Tomko, when he had that great match at Survivor Series 1 year against Shelton Benjamin, which I've got on DVD, by the way. You know, I would have made that one his heel, because, you know, it makes more sense. I mean, it's common sense at the end of the day. But this is WWE we're talking about. At the moment, right now, I mean, back then and everything, they obviously didn't have the idea. I mean, their booking these days is somewhat questionable, to say the least. I mean, at the moment, right now, from Montreal was absolutely phenomenal. At least that's what I thought. And it's very rare you get a good Raw nowadays. The World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton versus Christian.
And it is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I like the way they've done this as well.
In the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Hell yeah.
And from Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Christian.
Some have questioned why Teddy Long would make this match, and that it's too.
Yeah, we questioned it back in the day. Back in the day when this took place.
The match is fine, but what I want to know is why the WWE Universe would vote for this match to take place. Questions are swirling.
Because they want to see a world title match. That's why.
World Heavyweight title.
You know, questionable judgment, but the one to see. If you pay to see a wrestling show, you want to see a title match. Now I have to quickly damage Randy Orton. So here we go. Going in. Now I can't use a weapon like in the last match.
It's too close to call. There's another great.
I'm gonna have to do it this way. I grappled him there, and then he grappled me. Sick. Oh God, the AIDS on this.
What a kick by Christian.
Neither individual is going to back down here.
Yep. Irish whip. Luthez press. He doesn't do it that good with Austin, like Austin does he?
You hear how his leg connected?
At least he does. I mean, alright, he does it in that, but he doesn't do it as well as Austin does. I mean, Austin was definitely the master of that move. Oh, oh. That's a flapjack. Pete's sake.
General Manager Theodore Long made the decision.
Come on, come on.
Many champions have defended their crowns less than 24 hours from the time of victory.
There we go, another counter. Another advantage. Chain wrestling. Like I say, guys, if I go quiet here, that's because I'm concentrating. I want to get back into the fray, so I apologize if I do. There we go. Clothesline. Big boot. Excellent. Come on. A little show it off there. Why not? DDT.
Christian's body still has to be in awful pain from Sunday's ladder match, and this is certainly not helping.
Do the Ronnie Garvin signature. Well, good Ronnie Garvin. And for those of you that don't know, that's going back to the old NWA days, back in the early to late 80s. The hell with it. Why not? Let's do an RKO now. Yep. RKO! I didn't even bust him open in the process. Critically damage him. I did, didn't I?
Yeah, the Viper's so smart. And his attack
DDT.
is so methodical when he's beating down an opponent.
The onslaught from Randy Orton at this point has been nothing short of merciless.
He dropped there. Beautiful. I can't understand why this hasn't worked. Again with the flapjack bullshit. Oh, for God's sake. Wow, I turned Call of Duty there for a minute. Come on, baby.
The Viper won his first at SummerSlam way back in 2004.
The uppercut.
When these men won their first World Heavyweight Championships, Randy Orton was the youngest.
Oh, for Pete's sake, man!
When he won it at the age of 24.
This is when the age begins. Come on, come on, come on! Come on, come on! Oh, come on, man! This is what gets annoying. This is what is really. There we go. This is what really annoys me about. There you go. We're critically damaged. Perform an RKO and win by pinfall. That I can do. I would have done it earlier on, but I couldn't.
You can feel the tension in this arena.
Now just to end this and end this quick. Clothesline. We'll do another Ronnie Garvin signature. Why not? All the way around, every single body part, even the face. Why not? RKO. Why people boo me in the front row, I don't know. RKO. Night night. Nice pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
I can't believe this. Randy Orton has won the world title.
Orton wins the world title.
Here's your winner and the new World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is once again
World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh my gosh, I am in shock. Christian has to be devastated.
Christian's 17-year
Journey
to become World Heavyweight Champion.
ended in the same week. It was, I mean,
Just 5 days after
5 days later he loses it. I mean, again, the booking of this made no sense,
there's your new champ.
but you see why it probably happened as it goes on. But I mean,
Why would Teddy Long do this to Christian? Why did Teddy
World
Long
champion,
put Christian in this match with
Randy
the
Orton.
Viper? Just 5 days after winning the title, he had to know that Christian was not 100%.
After that grueling
Talk to me.
Alberto Del Rio, but that's why Randy Orton is the WWE's
World
apex predator.
Champion. Look at the blood.
On an obviously less than 100% Christian. I mean, it was a fantastic match. Christian did everything he could here tonight.
Yeah, but now this is.
And it got to a point where this ended up, in a way, kind of like Randy Orton. It was like kind of like Raven and Tommy Dreamer. That feud was based on the fact that Dreamer couldn't beat Raven, and then this feud, in a way, kind of had that feel that Christian couldn't beat Orton.
The lowest of lows.
But This was it was when this happened. This was bitter and everything for me because I wanted Orton. Hey, I've got no problem with Orton being champion at any time. I mean, he's awesome. He's a Viper. He's awesome, like I said. But they shouldn't have done this to Christian. I think they buried. I believe they buried Christian at this point because he was TNA World Champion and he went to TNA and got success over there. That's just my opinion on it. I know people debate that, but this should never have happened.
Boy, oh boy, I really feel bad for Christian.
Should never have happened. This, not in this way, anyway. Christian comes out the following week, SmackDown, and congratulates Randy Orton. Christian tells him to look forward to getting his rematch against him and over the limit. Sheamus and Mark Henry come to tell Christian that he doesn't deserve another shot. Mark Henry, Sheamus attack Christian, and Orton comes in and helps him, and the two fight off, setting up this tag team match. Tag match is set up, like I said. Later that night, Christian and the World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton against Mark Henry and Sheamus. And that is probably what is up next. Here we go. Nashville, Tennessee, SmackDown. Tag team main event. The former world champion Christian teaming with Randy Orton against Sheamus and Mark Henry. To the other side. I think this is his best entrance myself. That's just my opinion. I think this was actually his best entrance theme song. Close your eyes. He had this when he first came back in ECW. The regurgitated crap that eventually came to be in WWE. Which was a shame because I actually enjoyed it from 2006 onwards. Well, from 2006 to the end of 2006, quite frankly, and then it all went downhill from there. Christian, the Peep Show. I don't know what his status is in WWE. You know, but I hope he hasn't left or anything. I know I've seen him a few times working the pre-show and all that, but he wants to be in the ring. He should be in the ring competing, but again, injuries prevent that. So hopefully he can get back in the ring and get back to wrestling again. But like I say, when injuries stop you from doing that, it's very difficult to bounce back. I've never experienced it, but I have witnessed it. And was it right? That song's awesome. Apex Predator Randy Orton. Yeah. I like how they have their styles of coming out with belts on these games. You know, you've got the Randy Orton, you've got the world champion there. He's holding the belt. Christian comes out wearing it. Sheamus comes out wearing it. Mark Henry probably comes over with a shoulder and everything. You know, I mean, it's kind of fitting now as well that Jerry Lawler is now is doing commentaries with Cole on both shows. He does it with Raw in here because he's now on SmackDown, which makes no sense. Maybe he didn't want to work Mondays after the unfortunate heart attack that he had. So I don't know why it was WWE trying to make it easy for him, but hey, it's up to them. Anyway, he isn't complaining. Randy Orton. Some people say the modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin, although that might have changed now with Dean Ambrose. But some people say he's the modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, you know, rattlesnake, viper kind of theory if you put it together. The doctors of the city. Probably Orton's. But anybody remember Burning My Light that he had before you got this one? That he's got the voices by Rev Theory. Well, that's not easy to say. Apparently he did not like that Bird in My Light one. That's what I heard. I heard that in an interview once. This guy has come a long way. Long overdue a world title run. Long overdue an opportunity to call himself world champion. I will be doing the Hall of Pain in due time as well. The Hall of Pain DLC.
This is the new Mark Henry. The world's strongest man has changed everything about himself. It's all about him now.
Absolutely. For Mark Henry, this is a phenomenal.
Back in the day when he used to come out with, Nation of Domination, he never really got his shot, and then finally they saw fit to give him his, world title shot. World title championship opportunity. Really become WWE champion? I doubt it, but at least we can say that he's been a world champion. He's a beast. He really is an absolute monster. Far different from what he used to be, guys. The Nation days and everything. Some may say that was his... Well, Nation definitely put him on a map. On the map. And the old school Sheamus. Heel, babyface, back in the day. Now, I've always liked Sheamus. I've used to watch him before he was in WWE. But the look he's got now is fucking ridiculous. I don't give a damn what anyone says. I don't give a damn what people say. Oh yeah, it might be because he's, he's trying to generate heat from it and everything. So, you can't generate heat by the look. You're a babyface or a heel for the reasons and the actions that you do and everything. They don't book you that way just because of your look. I mean, this guy's got a mohawk that makes him look like a fucking animal. Like a cockatoo or a chicken or one of them hens or whatever the fuck they are. I mean, it's just... I don't know what possessed him when he had that time off. Oh yeah, I'll just change my hair and get a mohawk. Sick. Makes no sense whatsoever. Makes no sense. But anyway, Sheamus with a spine buster. The aids on the counter. Speaking of counters. Ah, there we go. Kick. Another kick. And another kick. Flip over. Neck breaker. Elbow. Elbow. Just kicking him while he's down. One of my favourite things, just kick him while they're down. Flapjack. Tags in Orton.
Especially since Sheamus and Mark Henry are more known as singles competitors.
Work on the legs.
Sheamus on the receiving end to start things off here. You can bet he's looking to turn things around and back.
I know we have a lot of match left.
There we go. Let's work Sheamus.
No, not again.
Body to body. Right, he cowers. And now he pussies out and goes and tags in Mark Henry. Sick. What a pussy.
That was precision. What a move.
Yeah.
Held by some of the greatest figures in this business.
You have to beat down Henry. That's what I hate about tag teams on this. It's very difficult to keep a guy in, isolated on these at times.
Man, it seemed like the World Championship was experiencing a case of hot potato.
Come on, come on.
There we go. And he gets leveled.
See if I can get Christian back in. Henry will tag out next.
A swift kick and a jaw-jacking punch. A quick reversal by Mark Henry.
There we go. Counter.
Manages to reverse out of that one.
Flip over neck breaker. Have to counter for counter there. Kicks. The gut.
Hey, this is a bit of a surprise. Mark Henry's already.
And there's the thing. Look at the crowd member there trying to take a photograph.
Man is on his heels, but it's going to take a lot more than that to keep
Christian beating down Mark Henry. Again, a flip over neck breaker again.
Really hurting the world's strongest man, or just making him mad. Can Randy Orton really?
Christian going up top. Can he get it?
We've seen unlikely pairs, but these two have become bitter rivals.
Headbutt.
Completely trust anyone, but we'll see if the mutual respect he and Christian seem to have for one another is enough to keep them together as a team.
Oh, hello. That's okay, that's okay. Come on, get him in. There you go. Right. There we go.
Making a statement as we speak. Oh, man.
Kick.
There's another great kick.
And kick. And here we go. Kill switch. Kill switch. He gets it. You know what? I'm going to bring Orton in and do an RKO. Why not? Tries to come back. Sheamus tries to mount a comeback. Oh! Tries to drop. Coincidence. Drop Sheamus with an RKO. Sick. Oh no. Shit, shit, shit. There we go. No, 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 no. There we go. There you go. Suplex time. While I'm flattening Henry in the process.
I don't know if we're going to see a Hall of Pain induction in this one or not. King, Mark Henry starting to show real.
There we go.
He's always a world
RKO coming up. And then we drop him. Well, maybe not. Cinematic time.
And the Celtic Warrior Sheamus looking to put Randy Orton away.
Oh, 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 oh.
Look at this. Oh my gosh. Christian from behind.
Kill switch. RKO to Mark Henry. Kill switch.
Christian hooks the leg.
And that's a wrap. I love how WWE and 2K games, man, with the work they've got on the cinematics, man. Really is fucking awesome. Really is. Take you to the other side. Anywhere you made me see if you just close your eyes. So I enjoy that song, I really do. Shaking hands. World champion. And there we go. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. After that, May 13th episode of SmackDown. You know what, guys? I'm going to leave it there. Tune in next time for part 2 of this. Yep, part 2 of this. I'm going to do this in 3 parts. So, you've seen the first part today. Tune in next time for part 2. And until then, my name is Anthony Walker. The H, the E, the A to that D. And as you can see, Randy Orton versus Christian will be next. So, you'll be seeing that next time. And like I say, subscribe if you like what you saw. If you like what you saw, like the video. Subscribe if you're new around here at the Games Matter channel. Your support would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, guys, for part 2 and part 3 as well. But part 2 next time around, which I'll do 3 more of these. So until then, my name is Anthony Walker, the H, the E, the A, the D. Peace out, and have a good one. Laters.